So whether you are joining from Singapore, from Malaysia, from Australia, or anywhere else, welcome, welcome. Okay, my name is Faye, and today I don't want just talk about property. Okay, we not only talk about property today. I want to talk about one of the biggest question in JB market right now. Okay, now, of course, for sure, not every project will win. Even in a growing market, wrong project still lose money one. Okay, so I never say, definitely JB market can invest, all project also win one. No, okay, because in every growing market, there are always strong projects, there are average projects, and there are also weak projects. So as an experienced agent, when we evaluate the projects in JB, we always come back to three core things. Okay, means that when we make decision to choose the project, which one is okay, which one is strong, which one is average, and which one is weak. Do you have any idea? Normally, what we look at, three things. Do you guys want to have a guess here? What are we looking at? I think location is everyone knows one. Because always, no matter you are going to invest or going to own stay, location always come first. Yes, correct. So location, price, and one more thing is actually the layout. So if a project can align these three things well, all these three, usually the downside risk become much safer. So now the question is not should you buy in JB? The better question is where? Where should you buy in JB? Because in property, human traffic creates a value, right? Where people moves, the money moves. So which location has the most human traffic in JB? We just say in JB, like, can everyone guess which area in JB has most human traffic? Means a lot of people there. Which location? Yes, CIQ. Other than that, do you guys have any other answer? CIQ are definitely every day we see so many people, so many crowds there. Yes, I think most of the people will agree that CIQ area has most the human traffic because this is the connection point in between JB and Singapore. Now we break down the location into tiers. Tier 1 means that within walking distance to CIQ, they have the direct connectivity here. Okay? And then of course they have the highest demand here also. Now tier 2, which means that they have a short distance of driving to CIQ. Maybe within 5 to 10 minutes driving, 15 minutes maybe. There's still decent demand here. So in JB, if you want to buy a property with more value, with a higher value, do you think tier 1 or tier 2 is better? Just reply 1 or 2 in the chat box. Which one do you think has higher value? Okay, good. Now, everyone agrees that tier 1s have higher value. Now, we talk about price now. Okay, just now we all already know how to choose a location. Now, what is the right price? Sometimes people think that expensive means good, but not really, right? The safer investment is usually you buy the right product below the surrounding market pricing. You buy cheap, but you buy the wrong location. Yes, it's cheap, but no demand there. Is that a good buy? No, right? Even how cheap you buy, but no people rent from you. Not a good deal, we say. Okay? So when we choose, we have to choose the location first, then only the price. So now the question here. Within the same location, same area, do you think buy cheap or buy expensive is good? Same location, same area. Because we are looking for something that is cheapest in the most valuable area, right? Now, I give you choose. Today, in the same area, we have two projects here. Says both of them are in Tier 1. So project A selling at 1,000 per square feet. Project B selling at 1,004 per square feet. Both are also in Tier 1. Both are walking distance to CIQ. Which one would you choose? I think everyone will go for A because A is cheaper, right? So now, I want all of you think, if 5 years later you want to sell, how much are you willing to sell? Now, which one do you think will be easier to sell 5 years later? So, which one do you think is more safe to enter? Which one? This one I leave it to you lah, okay? You don't need to reply. So now, we understand how to choose the location, how to choose the price. Now, what is the right layout for us to choose? Is it big room size means definitely is good? Does dual key means it's very easy to rent out? Actually, one thing many investors they ignore is the layout. Because developer can build more units, but they cannot change the bad layout later, right? So let's put all this into one simple option for you to choose. In the same location again, same pricing this time. 1 bedroom on the left side, project A, 1 bedroom. Project B is a dual key concept studio. Which one would you choose? B. Got 2 bathroom. Yeah. Oh yeah, do you guys know that actually bathroom is always the most expensive thing when they build the building? Yes, B, right? Yes, because dual key you got double rental income, right? Now, if same location, same pricing, you would prefer a cramped layout or a spacious layout? This one no need reply. I think everyone will choose the spacious one. Okay, no one like the cramped layout. Okay, so now after we break down all these 3 factors, location, the price, and the right layout, I'm sure now that you have realized how important all these 3 factors, right? You know, the issue is never about the supply. The key question is, are we able to identify the supply? What if I told you, okay, what if I told you there is a project that actually check all these 3 boxes, the location, the price, and the layout? So what if I told you there's a project actually check all these 3 boxes? I think you are very interested, right? We are selling more than 40 projects in JB actually in Prodnext, okay? So we are very experienced in project marketing. So after we done our current research, this project, it actually tick all the boxes. So if you're looking for a safe entry, I think this one definitely you can't miss it, okay? So Summer Suite, why Summer Suite? Summer Suite is 850-meter walking distance to CIQ. Of course, this is closer to the demand. Then the second thing, the price for Summer Suite is actually 30% lower than the project next door. Means that same location, but 30% lower price. And then third, this project offers dual key concept layout and more spacious than the surrounding projects. So we strongly believe that after our research, this is the project we think is very safe to buy in the current market because it checks all these 3 very important factors. Okay? So, you know, tonight, my goal is not to tell you that JB has 0 risk. This is impossible, okay? Every investment has one. But I hope tonight you can see JB from a more logical perspective instead of just fear of all the headlines here. Because sometimes the biggest opportunities appears when the market is still doubting. We share JB Property Market Insight in the Zoom sharing section. If you'd like to find out more, contact me now. I'm Faye, your best JB Property buddy. I see you in the next video. Bye!